Welcome to another episode of BODKONIANS Guild Chat. Today's date is May the 3rd. Always gotta adjust the headphones, right? Anyways, I think it's episode 10. Quickly, latest news, the NAS server thing, I don't like talking about it. Private servers need to be shut down because it's illegally stolen. But the latest word was Nas was invited to Blizzard Entertainment offices, I guess, to have some kind of conversation, some kind of meeting. And whenever they're done with that, within that particular same week, they'll give the community, the players that played on that private server, details as to what's going on in the community. What I think is going to happen out of that is going to be some kind of like pristine servers because Blizzard responded to the community about it. That's not what a lot of the players want, but it is what it is. If Blizzard is behind coming up with a legacy server, then okay. But my only problem is it's going to separate the community even more because some people want to play that and want to play Legion. So me personally, I'm not going to go on the legacy servers because it serves no purpose. The game is old, stale. They're the same people that complain about no content want to have old content. I'm kind of mixed, confused about it. The reason that the players are upset about the servers are getting shut down or that were shut down is because the game was free to play. There was no money being involved. So they can use the justification, or this is back in the vanilla days. I'm sorry, but some of the people that played back in vanilla did not come back to the private server. The game was popular with the community, with the guild. That's how it was popular. And it was designed to force you to communicate to people in trade chat. Trolls are trolls. They're going to show up all over the place. So, with that being said, we're done with it. Deal with it. You guys need to move on from it. Okay? Okay. Overwatch, the beta went live last night or yesterday. And, man, a lot of people didn't get their keys. They did use the keys, but the license wasn't found. So, there was a whole bunch of hub about the problems that was going on with the Overwatch thing. Me personally, I can't wait for the game to go live because I'm going to purchase it when it goes live. I don't care about the testing. That's the difference on the testing. I wish I could be a tester. I would love to test a game to make sure that there's no bugs, that there's no flaws in the system. I personally don't want to play Overwatch just to play it. Hey, I'm playing the game. I mean, that's not what the beta is for. The beta is to find out what are the flaws, what is overpowered, what is underpowered, give feedback so they can perfect the game so it can go live. The game is bugged. Someone would argue that, VOD say that the game is bugged. Yeah, hello, the game is not live. Even though the game would go live with bugs, but it'll be a lot less than if the game just went live now. It's not ready to go live. But in sometime in May it will, and that's when I'll get the game. I haven't heard anything more about the alpha voice chat thing. I don't mind it, just that I hardly ever talk in the game because I'm not in guilds that are worth having a conversation in Vent or TeamSpeak or Mumble or whatever device that they use. I can't use Discord because it's broken. Whatever. But I don't know if it'll be highly popular. I think my opinion about the voice alpha or the voice chat system, I think it's for the real ID. Which would be cool because then you can communicate with all your friends via real ID if they choose to. So an option has to be done where we have the option to communicate with other people via the voice thing. So I just got off work. I'm thirsty as heck. Diablo 3 came out with the season kicking off on the season just this past weekend, which leads me into my particular topic. I got Diablo 3 when Mr. Pandera was doing the 1 year subscribe to World of Warcraft, and you'll get a mount, and you'll get Diablo 3 for free to play. And I'm like, I like that. Let me adjust the camera more. There we go. Make me centered so I don't be off. Anyways, so I played that game to about, I want to say, level 23, Barbarian. And the only time I logged in was the goodie rewards that you got if you went to BlizzCon. Or if you bought Warlords of Draenor Collector's Edition. You got a banner that you can use in Diablo 3. I prefer the BlizzCon thing. It's a sentimental thing with BlizzCon, so I prefer that. The Warlords banner, I don't think so. So now I'm taking off my shoes because my feet hurt. Ouch. Anyway, so I played Diablo 3, and I finally dinged level 30. Now, mind you, I don't have Reapers of Souls. And I figured for me to purchase Reapers of Souls, I need to reach level 60 before I can do that. And for some reason, I just kept playing, and I finally beat Diablo. It was on normal mode. And I'm like, I wonder if how long it would actually take to get to Diablo again, starting from the bottom. One thing I noticed that my item level or my gear stayed in the hard mode difficulty. I'm like, well, this is new. So I did that and beat Diablo again in one day. But I did that from like 3 o'clock in the morning till about like 9 p.m. that night. So it was a non-stop gaming session. I mean, I never had so much fun. And the gear stayed to where I could start Expert, Torment. The gear stayed. I'm like, well, now this is new. And then it hit me. What if World of Warcraft did the same thing? I know everyone's going to say you can't do that. That's what they said about controllers for World of Warcraft. I met, personally, people who are Mythic Raiders using a controller, no keyboard. And I personally met PvP players who are ranked 2200, or not, I mean, they got the 2200 arena rating, using a controller, not a keyboard. In threes. Not twos, threes. People make a big, huge squab bob about it. And I came across some players who play World of Warcraft without the use of their arms, because they don't have any. And they're Mythic Raiders. So what if, and I did a lot of thinking about this, like the PvP bracket situation. Say Legion is going to be the final expansion, all right? Level 110 is going to be the final level. So the next patch after Legion, which would have been a new expansion, instead it's a new season, your PvP talent points get reset to 0, but your gear stay. Now, I know you're not getting no PvP gear in Legion, but let's just say you unlock the first tier of honor points. You now can purchase PvP gear that is for that level of honor point talent system. Like in the first tier, you have rings and trinkets. The next tier could be the back piece, so on and so forth. I don't know how many there is. Now, if you take that PvP gear and try to do a normal, heroic, or mythic raid, 3 sets of difficulties, your item level in the PvP gear is now drawn down to mythic dungeons. You've been nerfed. Your gear is nerfed because your gear is not meant for raiding. Same thing with raiding. If you're a mythic raider and you want to dive into PvP, your gear is below, how would I say, like crafted PvP gear. Which means you're not even, you have to earn the tier gear. And this whole idea, I'm like, this can work. This can actually work, where you can actually replay everything, and then when you're starting the new patch, you're fresh and clean. And then for each patch after that, when you start a seasonal, then your gear stays. You just keep getting better and better. And so that means if you were to go fight the Lich King, normal difficulty, the gear there will drop better than what you got from Mythic Legion, because it's a new season. You get better gear from the raids. The dungeons get your item level up. You know, there's some pieces that you can get better, some pieces you can't get better. It is what it is, but once you get into the normal mode of raiding or heroic or mythic, then you get better drops. The best gear drops in the raids. So I thought about that all week long. I'm like, this could actually work. You relearn everything again. The flying pathfinder and everything. Everything gets set new. The drops in the world is new. I love that, and no one's ever talked about this. It was brought up one time, treasure goblins in World of Warcraft. No one's ever talked about it. It was brought up and it was forgotten. It seems like they're taking what's working in Diablo 3 and they're going to implement it in World of Warcraft. And I love the idea because the Diablo 3 is fun. It's like right now one of the most popular games when the season starts. Everyone's diving into it. And I love that legendaries are going to drop like they do in Diablo 3. Now, mind you, the old days of MMORPGs is gone. They're done. But with that being it's done, I know at one time I said that I would love legendaries to only drop in Mythic rating, and it should. But that will never happen. It's gone away. It's done away. And Diablo 3, I do love the fact that you can get legendaries to drop. And if you don't need it, you can use them for your other characters. They're account bound. I love that. I wish that we had a guild or a bank that all my alts can actually run into and use. I'm waiting for gold to be cross account, which means they itemize all your gold grand total. That's how much gold you now officially have. I actually believe that sometime in Legion, that gold is going to be account wide because the token, you have to be on a certain character in order to purchase the token. But if your account is flagged of you can't log in the game because you don't have the gold, I honestly think that they can. What they do is say the token is 50,000 gold. You have grand total on all your characters. If you were to collect all the gold all together, it comes out to say 75,000 gold. They can actually take 50,000 gold across your entire account in order to purchase that token. You don't have to select the character to do that. You can log right on in and you're good. So I'm waiting for Blizzard to go, you know what? We're now going to implement and start for the first time ever gold sharing across your account. So all your characters will have the gold. So that means the grand total that you have across everything will be, in my case, I'll have like 1 million gold. So I would have 1 million gold. And every time I log into my character, boom, I have that amount gold. I don't see why they can't do that. I think it would be better that way because I can't send gold to another server on my account. But I can on BOAs. So I think they're going to do a lot of BOAs, and I'm waiting for the Diablo 3 system to be fully implemented in World of Warcraft. And I love the new professions that they're doing. I've been watching that on the alpha. Man, the one topic I was going to talk about today was really short. The Legion, after the end of Legion, coming off like Diablo 3, and now I'm going with the flow, talking about whatever. What else have I been, or watching what's been going on in the community? Shoot, I was going to say something and I forgot. Nah. I can't think. The flying. Seriously, people, you need to stop crying like a 2-year-old baby about the flying. Flying's going to happen in Legion. And can you guys get over this? It's the first part. It's part 1 achievement, which means you got to do all the questing to get to it. And guys, stop crying like a 2-year-old baby and deal with it. I honestly don't care if flying is implemented or not. I like the fact that it is, because I'll be darned if I'm getting on my alt to do the same immersion BS again. I can't stand that. So in a sense, I do want flying. But if I'm going to focus on one character, I don't care for it. But if I have to go through an area and I got to get freaking stunned over and over and over and over and over, it's like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of this crap. I want to earn it. And I earned it on Draenor. I got to fly in Tandon Jungle. I don't mind the flying. I don't mind it. It's cool. I'm flying. But if not, well, then, after a while, I'll get sick and tired of playing the game and I'll go do something else. And the post started one of the few people who still wants flying in World of Warcraft. And it's got a negative 307. And the thing is, let's not try to rehash what should have been implemented back in Warlords of Draenor. Warlords of Draenor, I can understand about the flying thing. It had a valid argument. It was needed. It's not needed now in Legion, so stop it. BlizzCon, Jesse Cox, first question on the little index card. He tells the developers, first question, will there be flying in Legion? They responded, yes, we will have it. It will be done the same way with Draenor. So you people crying like a 2-year-old baby, you choose to cry and not be adults. Of course, people complaining are actually teenagers, because the adults are like, shut it. We had enough of it in Draenor. It was fixed. It was implemented. It's going to be live. The first part of the achievement is going to give you ground speed, so you'll be able to run through the zones quicker pace. Whether or not that goes over the flying, I don't care. I have the ultimate flying lesson, so I fly fast through the zone anyway, so I'll be up in the air. So everything is going to be fixed. Now, some people were complaining about, well, they could have fixed it in Warlords. Well, Tandon Jungle, I honestly thought was going to be like Timeless Isle, where you couldn't fly there, but you could fly everywhere else. So that, I believe, is where the dead flying zone was. And they decided to fix it and make it work. Because the other toys that was in the game, that you would be able to go up and see above Legion in there, or above the jungle. So people are trying to bring back an argument that's not needed. You got babies that are crying, their butt hurt because of the flying stuff. Alright. Seeing what else they have in the news. The thing that I hope Legion don't do is the lack of communication from Blizzard Entertainment. I really hope that they don't, you know, do that. I'm going through all the notes, so as something I can discuss. I know you can't see it on the screen, which is cool. I've learned how to use the OBS. Hey, I've gotten smarter. This one I've come across is the Theria talking about the NAS private server. And it looks like Blizzard did a response to someone else. And no, they didn't. Okay. That's old news. I agree with some of the players that we understand that the Pathfinder for Legion is not the same as Draenor. We knew that there was going to be an achievement to it. So, on that end, me personally, I don't mind earning an achievement to fly. It ticked me off that I had to spend precious gold to fly. Because at the time, gold was not easy for me to obtain. I wanted to keep my gold. I didn't want to spend 5,000 gold just to freaking fly. It was like, come on. Especially one of my friends. He rarely logs in the game, and he barely even makes the gold. He doesn't do the auction house. He doesn't do any of that crap. So 5,000 gold to him is like 1 million gold. And he spent it so he can fly, and it pissed him off. He's like, oh my god, I wish we could get rid of the stupid ass gold flying crap. But he didn't want the achievement. He wanted it handed it to him. Me personally, if you guys are going to cry and complain about the private servers being shut down, you want the sense of reward, there it is. You have your sense of reward. So stop your damn crying. It's called the Pathfinder. It's called earning your ability to fly. So it's a reward. So you can say, hey, I worked hard to get this achievement so I can fly in Legion. I like it. I want it. I'm glad for Blizzard. Thank you. You're given the achievement to earn something. So when I fly in Warlords of Draenor, and I do, I have the sense of reward that I earned this thing. And when I go fight the world boss up at the jungle, Kaz or whatever you want to call him, you see people saying that I cannot fly. And I sit back, I don't respond to it, I don't say anything to nobody. I sit there going, I have pride that I earned this. And you got some people that are like, oh dude, I'm jealous that you can fly. It's a sense of reward. I like it. Thank you, Blizzard. Hot jeez. People crying like babies about this need to stop. They want everything handed to them. Blizzard, don't hand everything to everybody because they cry about it. And then we got this other post where someone says, weeks, not months. Will this happen again? Legion is an alpha. Blizzard ain't going to say in patch 7.2 we're going to have flying. Blizzard, don't answer that question. Also, too, about the NPCs, that you can kill them. This is a mixed thing. Someone said on PvE servers, this is why I play on PvE servers, I also play on Darkspear, that the Horde and the Alliance should not be killing NPCs. The players that do this say, well, deal with it. If you are killing NPCs, then you have no right to complain about multi-boxers on a PvP server. You have no right. You have no right. Because that's what they're doing. The term that's being used is called griefing. You are preventing players from leveling up in the game on a PvE server. I personally don't care what server it is. It's happened against me a couple times. I'm like, I'm not getting on my main tune to fight this. I log out and I stop playing. I don't deal with it. So that's one player that just stopped playing. all I can do is just report it, or put in a ticket, or submit a suggestion. Can we prevent NPCs from getting ganked? The ones that give quests. Now, I don't care if the flight path guy can be killed. He's level 100. In the Burning Steps, before you go up the into Black Rock Mountain, and there's a pet battle guy on the ground below. There's a flight path guy who's level 60 and cannot be attacked. Why can't we have this done any other time? I love during the event of the Christmas event, when you go to the trees, you're dismounted. Thank you. So, and Blizzard said that it's not against the term of service to kill NPCs that give reward quests. And it's the same thing about multi-boxers. It's not against the term of service for them to kill NPCs, to do PvP on a PvP server. You never see it on a PvE server. It only happens on a PvP server. So, me, personally, it's across the board. It's not against the rules. I've been a victim of this several times, and it is what it is. I don't need to level that particular character. I go straight to doing pet battles. I abandon the quest, and I just do pet battles to level up, to unlock the next quest somewhere else, if I do, or level up high enough to get to the next zone and continue leveling up. So, it is what it is. It's frustrating, but what are you going to do? Blizzard ain't going to do anything about it. PvP happens on a PvE server because that player cannot handle PvP on a PvP server. I've seen it on the Horde doing it to the Alliance, but I'm pretty sure it happens to the Horde as well. So, if I think, yeah, because there's a Horde guy talking about this. So apparently it happens on both factions. And people passing away in the game. Someone wanted to do a petition on, can we have memorials for our friends in the game? I think that would be too much on coding, but there needs to be, I would love to see a gravestone for each capital, because some people love night elves. There should be a memorial spot for players to go to pay their respects to their friends. A beautiful little shrine area for the night elves, for the Draenei, for the gnomes, for the dwarves, for the humans, orcs, trolls. I would love to see a player memorial with no name, just players that we miss and love in World of Warcraft. This spot is dedicated for you. A place for friends to come together to memorialize their particular love of the character that passed away. If they wanted to do the race thing, you know. If it's an orc, but their friend is an orc, but they love the trolls, well, they could go to the troll area. A place where the players can come together to pay their respects. I would love for that to happen. And on that note, I'm not going to do any spoilers. The park is going to be rebuilt, even though at BlizzCon they said they weren't going to rebuild the park. But the way story is being written, the way things are going down, and I love what they're going to do with the Stormwind Park. I think it's cool. Therefore, which was a segue from the memorial for players going into that, which is another segue going into Legion, the event. I'm actually disappointed that the event went live on video. Reason that I'm disappointed is because people know what to do. They know what to expect. And people have to log in and to be in Stormwind in order for this to happen, or Orgrimmar. You forced us to be in Asheran. You forced us to be in our garrison. Why would people want to come to Stormwind? Well, unless it's one of those once-in-a-lifetime type things. So with that in, I cannot wait for that to happen when that goes live. I think that's really cool, where you can actually get players to be killed by their own faction. Because a lot of people would love to be a rebellion for the Alliance and a rebellion for the Horde, which means they're not a Horde, they're not Alliance, they're a neutral faction. That would be fun to play. That would be really different. You don't agree with the new king or the old king or the new war chief or the new war chief or the old war chief. I don't know. You know, just doing your own thing and whatnot. And also in the news, the Twitch allowing body parts to be shown and giving people a 30-day ban. If the person has a history of it, you need to be permanently banned. It is what it is. That's your job. You don't care. You have a subscriber base, and why would Twitch ban somebody for their first time offense, ban them permanently, but allow someone who's got a subscription base, yes, motorcycles, I don't know if you can hear them in the background, someone's got a subscriber base, done it 17 times before, gets a 30-day ban. It's like, we're going to just slap you on the wrist. No, permanently ban them. It's against the rules. It's against terms of service. So now I lost all respect for Twitch because they're incapable of protecting their brand. They're incapable of protecting their name, of putting their name out there. So I don't want no part of Twitch. I don't care. I don't want you sitting at my table. You don't deserve to sit at my table because you're not community. Because you allow people to break the rules showing body parts on stream. I don't care who it is. The person showed a body part on the stream. It's against the rules. It's a permanent suspension from Twitch. It's in their terms of service. I don't care who you are, what you are. It's against the rules. It's permanently banned. I don't want Twitch to be on my name. I have no support for you, Twitch. You're not community. I support community. I defend community. I will not protect, defend, or support Twitch. You guys are incapable of doing your job. You are two-faced. You're a hypocrite. You pick and choose. You got double standards. You are incapable of doing the job. I don't care if that's blasphemy. It's blasphemy against those who work hard for the company doing live streams. I agree with Mia Rose. I love Mia Rose. Mia Rose is community because, for the simple fact, she asked a question and Twitch doesn't have the balls to answer the question. They don't know how to answer the question because they don't know how to live in the professional way of doing things. They break the rules. They're incapable of enforcing the rules. I'm involved in a lot of Facebook groups, and I have to play by the rules. If I don't play by the rules, the Blizz Nerds or BlizzCon stuff or BlizzCon 2016, if I promote my YouTube channel on any of those three channels, they're going to remove my post. Why? Because it's against the rules. I'm promoting me. And you know what? I support them for it. Why can't you do the same thing, Twitch? Someone show their body part and you want to be stupid and you allow them after 30 days to stream? I have no respect for you. None. Hitbox is where I will go to stream. I don't care if they shut down. Then someone else will come up and come up with a new creation to do streams. Because as far as I'm concerned, when I go to BlizzCon, do not sit at my table. Do not come up to me and say hi, because I don't deal with individuals. I deal with people who love community. I deal with people who are gamers. I deal with people who are happy about what they love and are passionate about what they do. You're not, Twitch. You are hypocrites. You're a two-faced. You're pathetic. You're not a company. You're not anyone who supports anyone because you cannot stand for the brand. You do not defend the community. She showed a body part. If you're smart, do the right thing. Do what's according to the standards that you promote for the rules that are called streaming that I have to go by and agree to if I want to live stream. If they're showing body parts, well then you know what, you might as well just have naked cam shows. Might as well bring it because you allowed it. There's no gameplay. The gameplay is, hey, I'm going to show my body part. Oh, excuse me, but those are my shorts that I'm wearing. You knew what you were doing wrong. You justify it by saying, we're going to give you a 30-day ban because we don't have the balls to actually stand up for what we believe in. I don't care. What I think of you guys is trash. You're pathetic. Point blank simple. Ban me because, you know what? I'm speaking out against you. I hope you ban me because I banned you. Because I don't want no part of your stupidity. Because you don't have the common sense and the decency to stand up for what you believe in. For what your terms of service is. Practice what you preach. Do something you never did before. Stand up. And believe and do what you're supposed to do. I have no respect for Twitch until they do the right thing. Ban them. You do it for people who just started streaming. This person's got a sub button. I don't care who you are in the community. She should be freaking banned permanently. I can't stand the individual. I have no respect for her. She does it on purpose. She did it 16 other times. It's gone viral. We got proof of it. When are you going to do something, Twitch? Have no respect for the company. None. I did have a Twitch channel, but I ain't streaming on there because they're incapable of doing their job. You know how to contact me. By the way, you can't because I got you on block. I'm banning you because I do not tolerate anything that's against the community. And you are. You break the rules. So I don't support Twitch. Twitch will not be getting any money from me. Sorry of those who stream. You have sub buttons. I can't support a company that cannot follow their own rules that they implemented across the board for everyone who started streaming. Because they make exceptions to the people that have a sub button. They're the only ones who can break the rules. But you have to have a certain amount of followers to do that. That should be in the terms of service. So, other than that, that's all that was in the news. And no, I'm not going to edit that out. I want Twitch to see that. I want them to know how I feel. I don't have no sub button. I don't have no followers. I'm nobody big. I just do my own thing. But you know what? I'm a fan. I'm a lover of the community. I love games. I love watching my streamers. If they're on Hitbox, sorry, I'm done with Twitch until they get their act together. Point blank. Point simple. Sorry, those who use Twitch as a platform to stream. I'm done with Twitch. Sorry, those who use Twitch as a platform to stream. I'm done with Twitch. They're hypocrites. August 30th, Legion. August 30th, Legion. The event. Cannot Warlords. Wait. I expected the server shut down. The event. Oh my god. I had a blast. Warlords. I expected the server shut down. Oh my god. I had a blast. So much fun. I had a complete blast with the Warlords. That was so much fun. I was sitting there in the queue trying to log in the game. And we logged in. The lag. The hundreds of people that was there. That was the community. I love it when the expansion launches. You see the community. You see a whole bunch of players. And I love everyone leveling up together. You can team up with people to get the quest done. You can get rewarded. And I love the fact that if other people is on the quest, you can get rewarded for the quest. Because if everyone's doing the same thing, quest rewards is done for you as well.
No more can anyone take my
oh my god. I see a
I
node.
can just go.
No
click,
more
click,
can
click,
anyone
click,
take
no one
my
can take it.
node.
Oh,
I can just go
cannot wait.
click, click,
Please,
click,
Blizzard,
click, and no
do
one
this
can
all
take it
through
from me.
Azeroth.
Oh, I
do love
cannot
the
wait. Please,
professions
Blizzard,
for
do this all
Legion.
through Azeroth.
I
I
don't
do
want to
love
get on the
the
bandwagon for
professions
Legion because I was
for
let down
Legion.
with Warlords.
I
And
don't want to
the
get
thing
on the
that hurt me
bandwagon
with
for Legion
Warlords
because I was let down
was
with Warlords.
the lack of
And
communication.
the thing that hurt
from
me with
World of
Warlords
Warcraft or
was
Blizzard
the
Entertainment.
lack of communication from World of Warcraft or Blizzard
enjoyed
Entertainment.
Warlords. I didn't mind it. I did
enjoyed
miss
Warlords.
the
I didn't
community
mind
of
it.
players.
I did miss
you're in the capital
the
city.
community of players
And
that you
there was
run
no way I was
into
gonna hang
when
out in Ashram.
you're in the
Because
capital
Ashram,
city.
Capital
And
City
there was no way I was going to
excuse
hang out in
to
Ashram.
force
Because
people to
Ashram,
PvP.
Capital City,
Point
was an
blank and simple.
excuse
They
to
should have
force
kept
people
to
to
their original
PvP.
plan, and
Point
they
blank
didn't.
and simple. They should have
They
kept to their original
justified
plan.
They don't have enough
And
time.
they
They
didn't.
rushed the expansion.
They
The thing was so bugged, it
justified
was not even
they don't
fun.
have enough time because they rushed the
Legion,
expansion.
I hope they get it
The thing
right.
was so
They
bugged it
got
was not
enough
even
people.
fun.
There's no excuse.
Legion, I hope
There
they
was
get
no
it right.
excuse for Warlords.
They got enough
but
people. There's no excuse.
I agree with
There was
a whole
no
bunch of
excuse for
players.
Warlords,
It was a filler
but
expansion because they were bored.
I agree with
That's
a
all
whole bunch of
Warlords
players. It was a filler
And
expansion because they were
Blizzard
bored.
said it wasn't.
That's all Warlords was.
It was a
And
half-ass.
Blizzard said it wasn't.
We can say whatever we want.
It was a half-ass
fanboys say whatever they want.
expansion.
The
We
expansion
can
was
say whatever we
half-ass.
want. We can have all the
Point
fanboys say whatever they want. The expansion was half-ass.
But
Point simple.
other than that,
But
I can't
other
wait for
than that,
Overwatch. Oh, the Heroes of the Storm, the Tracer.
I can't wait for
Hero?
Overwatch. The Heroes of the Storm, the
Heroes
Tracer.
of the Storm is a fun
Hero?
game.
I
I die a lot. I don't.
Heroes of the Storm is
I
a
got
fun
terrible
game.
Stats. That and
I
also
die a
the,
lot. I don't.
Hearthstone.
I got terrible
Hearthstone
stats.
is
That
confusing
and
now,
also
standard deck.
the
What's a standard
Hearthstone.
deck?
Hearthstone is confusing now.
But
Standard deck.
I
What's
might
standard
be
deck?
buying some of the skins because I love some of the looks of some of those
But
characters.
I might
And
be buying some of
Tyrell
the skins
of
because I
Diablo.
love some of the looks of some
Oh
of those
my
characters.
god, he is so
And Tyrell
cool
of Diablo.
I now
Oh my god, he
want
is
to get
so
wings
cool looking.
from Legion
I now
to use in Diablo,
want to get wings
which means I have to
from
purchase
Legion to use in
Collector's
Diablo.
Edition, to get
Which
the
means I
wings
have to
for Diablo
purchase
3.
Legion
Which
Collector's
I plan on
Edition
getting
to
Reapers
get
of
the
Souls.
wings for Diablo 3.
How am I going to do this?
Which I plan on
I plan
getting
on
Reapers
getting
of Souls.
Overwatch first.
How am I going to do this? I plan
I'll
on
probably
getting
get that
Overwatch
at the
first.
end of May.
I'll probably get that at the end of May.
Reapers
I'll
of
probably
Souls
get
after BlizzCon.
Reapers of
probably
Souls
get Legion
after BlizzCon.
the week
And I'll
before-
probably get Legion the week before.
probably like on August. When would I think I'll
Probably like
get
on August.
Legion as I look
When
on
would I
the
think
calendar.
I'll get Legion here? As I
See,
look
August
on
30th.
the calendar.
Yeah, I was thinking probably on
See, August
22nd
30th.
or the 21st.
Yeah, I was
I'll
thinking
get-
probably on the 22nd
Probably.
or the 21st.
I gotta
I'll
save up for
probably get
BlizzCon hotels
Legion, probably.
because I want to go.
I
on
gotta
Monday
save
to
up for
Monday,
BlizzCon
or
hotels.
Monday to Sunday.
'Cause I wanna
or
go on
Tuesday
Monday to Monday,
or Tuesday to
Or
Sunday.
Monday to Sunday,
wanna show up
or
on a Wednesday.
Tuesday
I
to
wanna be
Monday,
there
or Tuesday to Sunday.
before the Wednesday.
I don't want to show up on a
Come
Wednesday.
across
And I
some
want to be
people,
there
hang out, because there's a
before
party.
the Wednesday.
The DitchCon. I believe
Come
it's
across
called
some
the
people,
DitchCon
hang out,
on
because there's
Wednesday
a party.
night. So
The DitchCon, I believe it's called the
I wanna
DitchCon
participate in
on
that.
Wednesday
Plus,
night.
I'm going to be
So
hanging out with the podcast.
I want to participate
filming
in that.
them.
And plus, I'm
My
going to
sister's
be
gonna be taking
hanging out
pictures.
with the
I
podcast
so
crew,
can't wait for that.
filming them.
I never
My
been
sister's
so
going to be
excited
taking pictures. I so can't wait for
to
that.
get prepared.
I never been so excited
do some
to
video for
to
other
get
people.
prepared to do
It's
some
like I'm working
video
for podcast, but not
for other people.
Although I would love
It's
to
like
work for
I'm working for podcast,
but,
but not.
to volunteer. That's what
Although I would love to
I'd
work
love
for
to be a part of the
them.
crew.
But to volunteer.
This
That's
is
what
my
I work for.
one.
I love to be a part of the
excuse
crew.
to say that I can be.
But this is
Even though I'm
my
not.
one
If I
excuse
could find
to
out
say
what
that I can
colors
be.
their
even though I'm
shirts are
not.
going to be,
If I could find out what
buy
colors
some shirts.
their
with
shirts
that
are going to
same
be,
color coordination,
I'm gonna
so I can
buy some
say I'm
shirts
part of them and
with
not.
that same color coordination,
weird.
so I can say I'm
But
a part
that's
of
what
them
I
and not.
want to do. just to show my
That'd be
support for Belle and the podcast.
But that's what I want to do.
I'm a huge
just
fan
to
of
show
the
my
work
support
and
for
what they do
Belle
and
and
how
the
she is.
podcast.
Great
I'm
guild
a huge
master.
fan of their work
Riders of Rohan
and what they do and
Argent
how
Dawn.
she is. Great guild master.
Let's get enough people in
Riders
there
of Rohan,
so we can
Argent
force
Dawn.
them to have 2 raid teams.
Let's get enough people in there so we
I'll
can
be in trouble
force
for
them to
saying
have
that.
2 raid teams.
Then again, sorry, but not sorry.
I'll be in trouble for saying that.
So
Then
other
again,
than that,
sorry, but not sorry.
I'm working on some other videos.
So,
I know I've said it a million
other
times.
than that,
Where are they at?
I'm working on some
Working
other
on it.
videos.
Working
I
on
know
it.
I've said it a million times.
So other than
Where are they
that,
at?
I think that's
Working on it.
all the
Working on it.
news.
So
that
other
I've
than
been
that, I
Paying
think that's
attention to
all
what
the
was been
news
going on.
that I've
Nothing's
been
really been
paying attention to what was been going
showing
on.
up in the forums.
Nothing's
I
really
use
been
the forums to get an idea what other
showing
people
up
are
in the
talking about.
forums. I use the forums
And
to
whatnot.
get an idea what other people are talking about and whatnot.
And I just read something where it says no PG in Legion, meaning
And I just read
Proving
something where it
Grounds
says no
is
PG
the
in
worst,
Legion,
stupidest
meaning Proving
thing
Grounds.
they ever came
Proving
up with.
Grounds is the worst, stupidest thing they ever came up with.
I don't like the Proving Grounds. Proving Grounds, if they're gone,
I don't like the Proving Grounds. The Proving Grounds, if they're gone, thank you.
So yeah, and I like it.
So,
oh yeah,
yeah, and
people are
I like
calling
it.
the class hall tables like the Garrison
Oh yeah, the
tables,
class hall tables, like the Garrison
Warlords
tables.
2.0. I'm going to disagree with that.
The like
There's
Warlords
only 6
2.0.
followers. I didn't
I'm
mind
going
the
to
tables,
disagree with that.
but what they're
There's only 6
causing me to
followers.
do
I didn't
in
mind the
Legion
tables,
is to
but
go
what they're
out in the world.
causing me to
The
do
World Quest,
in Legion
I so can't wait
is
for
to
it.
go
They're
out
random.
in the world.
Like
the World
Apixis
Quest,
Crystal
I so
dailies
can't wait for it. They're
at
random,
your,
like the
inside
Apixis
your town
Crystal
hall.
dailies.
What I
At
liked
your
about that is it was
inside
a
your
random
town hall.
thing. You didn't know what
What
was
I
gonna
liked
happen.
about that is
And
it was
the
a
dailies that
random
was
thing. You didn't know what was
what
going to
they
happen.
did with the
next.
questing inside
and the dailies that
Warlords,
was
I liked it.
what they
I know a
did
lot of
with
you are
the
gonna
questing
disagree with me,
inside
but you know what? I liked
Warlords. I liked
I
it.
actually enjoyed
I know a lot of you are going
I
to disagree
did
with me,
not
but
like
you know what?
the
I liked it.
gear
I actually
from
enjoyed it.
the
I
raids
did not
showing
like
up,
the
because you
gear
know what?
from
If I
the
didn't
raids
do the raid,
showing up.
why am I
because
getting
you know
the
what?
gear?
If I didn't
Everything
do the
was handed
raid,
to me
why am I
in
getting the
Warlords.
gear?
I was pissed. I didn't earn
Everything was
anything
handed
in
to me
Warlords except for
in
flying.
Warlords.
That was
I
all
was
that was
pissed.
given to me.
I didn't
ring,
earn anything in Warlords except
like
for
the back
flying.
piece.
That was
Just
all
do
that
an
was
Alfar,
given to
then
me.
you
The
got it.
ring,
So I got
it's
it
like
on
the
my
back
main
piece.
tune.
Just do
Got
an
it one
Alfar,
time,
then
which is cool.
you
I'm
got
not
it.
doing it 2 or 3
So I
times.
got it on my main
I'm
tune.
not going to do that.
Got it one
It's not
time, which is
needed.
cool. I'm not doing it
So
2
I
or
got it
3
on my main
times.
tune on
I'm
Norganon.
not going to do that.
I
not
was working
needed.
on it on a
So I got it on my
Argent
main
Dawn,
tune
but
on Norganon.
doing it because they
I was
called
working on it
raid,
on a Argent Dawn,
or
but I
they
quit
took a break.
doing it
so
because
that
they
defeated the whole
called
purpose.
raid.
Because it
or
would
they
have
took
taken
a
me
break,
6 weeks to get
so
the
that
raid,
defeated the whole purpose.
and perhaps maybe I want to raid
because
in
it would have taken me 6
I
weeks
don't want
to
to
get the
do
ring,
pugs. I want to run
and
with
perhaps
the
maybe I want to raid in
I don't
May.
know why
I don't want to
people
do
don't
pugs.
understand
I want to
why
run with the
raiding
guild.
with the guild is
I don't
much more fun than
know
pugs,
why people don't understand why
because
raiding
it's
with the
coming
guild
together
is
makes
much
me
more
feel
fun
like
than
I'm a part of the
pugs.
guild. Sorry if I'm doing
Because
pugs,
it's
and
coming
I'm just
together
numbering
makes
the
me
guild.
feel like I'm a part of the
Just
guild.
saying.
Sorry if I'm doing pugs,
Get that through
and
your
I'm
thick
just
head.
numbering the guild. Just saying.
So I'm not going to
Get that through your thick
collect
head.
an item that I'll never use.
So
I already got
I'm
that on my
not
main
going
tune,
to collect an
that
item
was a
that I'll
waste
never use.
of time and
I already
energy
got that on
getting
my
the
main
ring.
tune, and
The ring
that was a
proved
waste
absolutely
of time
nothing
and
for me.
energy getting
The
the ring.
item level in that ring is
The ring
level
proved
738,
absolutely nothing for me.
and it will stay
The
there.
item
I am
level in
not
that
gonna
ring
waste
is
my
item level
time
738,
Valor to upgrade
and it will stay there.
so
I
can
am
say,
not
hey,
going
I
to
got
waste
an
my
upgraded
time
ring and
getting
never be able to
Valor
use it.
to upgrade it so I can say, hey, I got an upgraded ring,
Okay,
and never be able
thanks.
to use it.
Wasting my damn time getting something I
Okay,
can't use.
thanks. Wasting my damn
There I
time
go.
getting something I
Going
can't
back
use.
on the writing talk again.
There
But
I go. Going
other than
back
that, my
on
weekend
the writing
WoW,
talk again.
I was just doing
But,
Garrison.
Other than that, my
hopping
weekend
around.
WoW,
I was doing some.
I was
mount
just
farming.
doing
Because I was with my sister and I was
Garrison hopping
trying
around.
for the
I was
blue
doing
bubble
some
drake
mount
in
farming because I was with my
Lich King
sister
area.
and I
That
was
thing doesn't
trying
drop.
for the blue
I
proto
got,
drake
like,
in the Lich King area. That thing doesn't
19
want
level
to drop.
90s.
I got
that thing
like
doesn't drop. It does not drop. on
19
anything.
level
I
90s,
can run it
and that
all
thing
day
doesn't drop.
long.
It
for
does
a
not
whole
drop
week,
on anything.
every day.
I can run it all
nothing.
day long
Ugh.
for a whole week,
Frustrating.
every
well.
day.
But it's fun. At
Nothing.
pass
nothing.
is not handed to me.
Ugh.
I like that.
Frustrating.
Oh well.
But it's fun. At least it's
Other
not
than
handed
that,
to me, so I like that idea.
that's about